how strong is Lucy? Now, without a doubt, Lucy is definitely one of the best characters in the story when it comes to development, character strength, and everything all around. She's just all around one of the greatest characters from start to finish, simply because the story started out and we know that she was I don't want to say she was helpless, but she was just doing little quests here and there to get some money. She was just living a normal life, and to see someone like that come all the way, come how far she has now, that's incredible. Now, what do I mean by that? Not only with character development, because we know that her character, it's just phenomenal. She started out as the weak, typical shonen girl. We had to protect her, the maiden. Natsu would usually save her all the time. And don't get me wrong, Natsu does still save her sometimes, simply because she's been put into battles like with Jackal or Hades, whereas damn well she's not gonna beat her. But the old Lucy, the first Lucy that we saw, she wouldn't have been able to hold her own against people like Flare, you could say, or even people like, I guess you could say, even during the Tartarus arc, which he used Aquarius. So we know that Lucy, she's able to hold her own now, and she's actually become her own independent character. She doesn't have to rely on everybody saving her over and over. But this got me thinking, even though Lucy has developed so much in terms of her character wise and battle wise, where does she rank currently in strength amongst the people in Fairy Tail? Now, I'm not talking about the Fairy Tail Guild specifically, because we know that if we're just talking about the Fairy Tail Guild, she's top tier. Because let's be honest, some of the 99% of the Fairy Tail Guild are fodder. We know you have your typical people like Natsu, Gray, Urza, Juvia, Elfman, Lisana, Mir Jane, Laxus. Like, we have those people, but then there's like a other 90% that's fodder. So I'm not talking about just Fairy Tail, I'm talking about in the series as a whole. Now, to be honest, I do not think that she's on par with the main cast of Fairy Tail. I mean, that's obvious. She's not up there with the Natsu, with the Gray, with the Urza. I'm not saying that at all, but I do think that when it comes to her strength, she's somewhere. I will put her above Wendy, and I will put her in the middle of the whole Natsu. So I think that if we're talking like the main character wise, out of the Natsu, the Gray, Urza, Lucy, and Wendy, I think she'll be fourth. But if we're talking about the series overall, where we're putting in people like Acnologia, yes, Zareth, August, Irene, that she obviously isn't, as she's nowhere near them. Even Natsu and them aren't nowhere near them, so there's no way she'll be there. But when it comes to the high tier, it is going to be that I'm going to make a little ranking. There's the high tier, which Acnologia, I don't even know if you could put Zareth with them, to be honest. There's the Acnologia tier, then there's the high tier, then there's the high mid tier, and then there's the low high tier. Now, I think that Lucy, she's high tier now, to be honest, because she pretty much mastered her little celestial key. She's able to use star dresses now, so she's definitely up there. But when it comes to the tier, I would have to put her maybe, I would like to put her mid high tier, but I can see her going low high tier, simply because I would put her in the rankings with someone like possibly Mir Jane, possibly even Lisana. Well, not Lisana, but like you could put her up there with Mir Jane, because I don't think that Mir Jane, she's done that much training, and I think that Lucy, it's safe to say that she's caught up to her. But overall, how strong do you guys think that Lucy is? Comment what you guys think down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.